Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Week 22 speaking practice. Today, our topic is more explaining processes and procedures, and we'll practice answering 3 prompts to help you prepare for your speaking test. Remember to speak clearly, restate the question, and use complete sentences with details to share your ideas. Let's get started. Our first speaker today is Caleb. He will help us with prompt 1. Explain the scientific method. Describe how you would use it to solve a problem you've encountered.
The scientific method is a step-by-step process scientists use to investigate problems, starting with asking a question, researching, forming a hypothesis, conducting an experiment, analyzing data, and drawing a conclusion. To solve a problem, like why my plant wasn't growing, I'd use it by first asking, what's stopping my plant's growth? Then, I'd research plant needs, hypothesize that it lacks sunlight, experiment by moving it to a sunnier spot, monitor its growth, and conclude if sunlight was the issue. This method helps me systematically find solutions.
Clear and practical explanation, Caleb. Thank you. Now, let's hear from Yuri for prompt 2. Describe the steps you would take to plan and organize a school event like a science fair.
To plan and organize a school science fair, I'd follow several steps. First, I'd form a planning committee with teachers and students to set a date and venue. Next, I'd create a timeline, assigning tasks like promoting the event and reserving tables. Then, I'd invite participants, provide project guidelines, and arrange judges. On the day, I'd ensure setups are ready, from display boards to refreshments. Finally, I'd oversee the event and award prizes. These steps ensure a smooth, engaging science fair.
Well-organized plan, Yuri. Great job. Now, let's hear from Malik.
Okay, so this is the club's budget. But how will we create one for a small event? The question is, how do you create a budget for a small project or event? Walk through the process. Create a budget for a small project, like a class party. I'd start by listing all expenses, such as food, decorations, and supplies, estimating costs for each, say $50 for snacks and $20 for balloons. Next, I'd identify income sources, like class funds or donations totaling to hundreds. Then compare expenses to income, adjusting items if needed to stay within budget. Finally, I'd track spending during the project to avoid overspending. This process keeps the project financially manageable.
Excellent response, Malik. Thank you, Caleb, Yuri, and Malik, for your clear and detailed answers. And thank you for joining our practice today. To excel in your speaking test or conversations, focus on speaking clearly, adding relevant details, and expressing your ideas confidently. Keep practicing these prompts, and you'll be well prepared for your test. Great job. Now it's your turn to record. Question 1. Explain the scientific method. Describe how you would use it to solve a problem you've encountered. Question 2. Describe the steps you would take to plan and organize a school event like a science fair. Question 3. How do you create a budget for a small project or event? Walk through the process. See you next week.